Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sam Hubbard able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
24-yard line.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Logan Ryan.
The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Giants
counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got this down to the 35.
35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Nothing doing, barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
At the 35.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Jones.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Another try for Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
To Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
From the gun, Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Jones.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the Bengals' 6-yard line.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a dump off here complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action now. Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
To the air again, Prescott. Looking deep for Gabriel. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 34. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Watch the screen. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Touchdown defense. Shoot.
Jones now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense.
The big fella, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Giants 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Jones on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 49-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And this is caught. It's Cooper. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before break. Jones forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Cooper's got it. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones going deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
1st down.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. first down throw for Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And Ingram holds it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Catch made by Slayton. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Kenny Golladay.
Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score, Bengals 35, Giants 13.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That's a really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott over the middle. Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
At the 31-yard line.
1st down, Prescott. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
15 more yards. That's another Bengals 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Hey, you got three down. 55 Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 42, Giants 13.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw from his end zone, Jones. It's loose, the ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
7-yard loss.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd and long for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Bengals
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss at